Okay, so I use this rubber belt to put on the Demonica. It actually fits perfectly. I'm not. It was almost too big, but it was about perfect. But I'm not sure if it's gonna really work or not. I think it might slip a little bit. The other one is a little smaller, so if it doesn't work, the other one will work. But we'll test this one first and see what happens.
Oh, that's the animatronic chick.
It's been a while since I've been in here, so I don't really know where everything went.
I don't know. Like 4, I don't know.
Okay.
You know, I don't care.
Alright.
Chat. And you just look at this one's ads, right?
Oh god.
I'm sure Jordan's gonna love this. Okay.
See. Seems to be okay. But let's see.
No, I'm so serious. They said you died for a concert. But listen, my friend owns a contract of what actually happened. He didn't die. He had a heart attack before that concert. And then he wanted to end his career, so they said he died. He shaved his hair off. Grew a beard. They changed his appearance,
She actually does rise up a bit better. But I still don't know if she would work with the cable. Okay. Trying to attach it. Oh, it's still not tied to the correct length.
How do you know? It says connecting.
Set. It's not all the way up. Not that it has to go all the way up, it's just, I don't know. It looks better when it goes up as much as it can.
Fine. I want it.
Oops. There we go.
Hello.
Excellent.
Did anybody see that butler on Goodwill.com? I think it might be like
Okay, so she somewhat does work with the cable now, but I might have to adjust her. I might have to make it not as tight.
So serious right now.
I might have to make the head not go up all the way, because right now I have it tied to where it goes up all the way, but I think that's still a little too much for it, but I guess I'll activate it again and see. What? When did you come in? See? Your head does go up, but not all the way, I don't think. Yeah, it looks like it's still a little too tight. So we'll have to undo it just a little bit. And this part right here was bent too much, so this part would keep popping off of it by itself. Just by it going back down, it would get unclipped from this. So I used the pliers and pulled it, and now it doesn't come off anymore. But yeah, you just have to readjust the cable a lot. So yeah, see, there's no mechanism or gearbox for the 2010 one to lift the head. And again, this is the part that makes it really faulty. Like, it actually will work fine. It actually lasts a long time without the cable connected, but this makes it cooler because the head on these are positioned, when you don't have the cables connected, their heads are so low. Like, but with the cables, when they actually look up, it looks so much cooler. I don't think I loosened it that much though, so I guess we'll just see again. See, I think the motor is just killed in this thing. I know it's still moving, but it's like, it seems like when it's time to lift the head, it just does not have the strength. I mean, it does work quite a bit better with this belt, but it just, I don't know. Okay, so it seems like when she runs on her timer, her head actually does tilt up by herself. But when I keep automatically resetting her right after she stops, like I said, when you keep on making her go in a row like that, I always told you that the Demonicas just don't work that way. The 2010 ones, they just get slower and slower each time. But when they go, whenever their timers are making them go, they seem to work just fine. It's weird. That's why disabled the sound sensors on them so that they wouldn't constantly go every second. But I guess we'll see here when she starts up. The last two times she went by herself, she actually did lift her head up all the way, and she actually worked on her own without me helping her. So we'll see now, I guess. Yeah, see? But if I reset her right after she stops or something, she won't go on her own. If she won't, I'll have to help her. So it's weird. And sometimes she still doesn't go up and down 3 times. Sometimes she'll still only go up and down 2 times or 1 even. But she's nothing like she was before. Like, remember, every time before I would have to make her, I'd have to, like, yeah. So, yeah. We'll wait for her timer to set off again just to see what happens. Because, yeah, like I said, every time she stopped, she wouldn't move at all. She wouldn't rise or anything. Every time I'd have to force it or something. But I might still try switching it out with the 2011 Demonica motor to see if that makes a difference. And if it's weaker, I'll just put this one back in, maybe. We'll see. I do need to fix her head tilting, but it's like I don't like going in there because it's latex and stuff, and they look like shit afterwards. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait to fix that when the other granny goes out. The other one I have in the storage unit, but I don't know. Yeah. I might be able to use her on the haunt this year. That'd be kind of cool. Same with the 2011 one. I'm gonna fix her. Well, I don't know still how I'm gonna get into the head, but I can fix the eyes and make them light up for when she rises up. And I can replace the belt and the rising mechanism. But I don't know. Like I said, her head can go up further, but it's like if I make it go up, if I tie it any tighter or up higher than that, it really doesn't work then. See, it can go up a lot higher. I guess for now we'll just have it like this, and if she actually does get better, we can try it later on. But seeing as how she's starting to work, it might be possible that she'll start working with it all the way. So, actually just for the hell of it, if she works on the timer, maybe she'll actually work now if I... Because like I said, I do like it when their heads go up all the way on these. What the hell?
I know, but in September is when we really started talking.
Yeah. So that, that's good enough. It actually still could go up a little more than that, but that's definitely enough. Actually, yeah, barely. She might not work this round because now she's resetting, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's a struggle for her. We'll see what happens the next time she goes off. She might actually do it. It's kind of annoying waiting for the timer to go off on camera, because I don't really know what to do to make the time pass until she goes off again. Because like I said, if I just keep activating her, she just gets worse, slower and slower. So I just gotta wait for the timer to go off for her. Pretty much. It's weird. She works when the head like goes up halfway, but when I make it go up, adjust it to make it go up all the way, that's when it doesn't work that way. I don't know. This one's just got so much hair. It's like... Oh my god, she did. See, I don't know what it is about her timer, when her timer sets off, that makes her so much... I don't know. I wonder... she actually requires a 6-volt 3 amp. I'm using a 6-volt 2 amp, so I wonder how she would work with the actual 6-volt 3 amp. I don't have one. I don't think I have one here. I don't know. A lot of my adapters kind of went missing and stuff. They got mixed up over time and just... I don't know. She works well with the 6-volt 2 amp. I actually thought, I don't know, it's possible that the 6-volt 3 amp might actually be weaker than the 6-volt 2 amp, but I don't know. Because I don't think the 6-volt 3 amps work with the 6-volt 2 amp props, but the 6-volt 2 amp is working with the 6-volt 3 amp props. And only the Demonica props are 6-volt 3 amp, which is, I don't know why. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like the 2010 one and all the remakes, those are all 6-volt 3 amp. She has really good detail. I really like Demonica. I don't know, she's just... Both of these characters are awesome. Yeah, she's working fine. See, like I said, sometimes she stops a little bit, but she basically works for now. I mean, I don't know, it's probably temporarily like usual, but I guess we'll see. I don't know if she does quit working again. I don't know. I don't know why the rising would stop working again. Well, it's always something with it again. If it stopped again, it would go back to being what the issue was before, where I'd have to help her every time. That's the only thing I can think about that might happen again, because the belt is going to be fine for a while. The motor might get weaker, that's another possibility, but the only thing I'm worried about is the head turning. That's all I'm worried about. But, let's see. I think someone said there's like staples under the collar to remove the head. I don't know. But then someone else said the head is glued on, and someone said it's really hard to get the head off, but someone else said it's not that hard. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna... I'm definitely gonna try to find a way to fix the 2011 one's head, because that one's been bad for so long. Like, it doesn't turn at all anymore. Well, it only turns to the left, but that's because, again, it's still caused by the belt. It's been bad since 2011. That's why I ended up returning that one, but then I bought it back, and it worked for a while, but it's been bad for a long time. Oh. We'll do one more round, I guess. I don't know. It's just that this room is so messy now with these. I don't want to put the grannies back in the storage unit because their head turning is going to get worse and all that. I don't really want to put Demonica back in, or definitely Morning Gory, because that's why her gear split in the first place. But I don't have room in there here for these, and don't say put them in the storage room because that's not even an option anymore either. I just don't know. I have to take them back to bring the other more in to fix. That's the problem. But like I said, I wanted to keep the Demonicas and the Grannies here and Gory, but I just don't know. There's nowhere for me to put them. Because if I put the Demonicas back in, like her motor's gonna get weak, pretty weak again, and her rubber's gonna continue around her neck is gonna continue to deteriorate and all that. It's just that. But there's no options. There's no other options right now. She's working her. She's just slowing down a bit. I definitely will try doing the 2011 motor in her, but I feel like that one's a little weaker actually. But I guess I won't know until I try it. I don't know. She still confuses me a lot. It's just... Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, I mean, she does, I'm sure, still need some more tweaking a bit, but it's just, I don't know. She'll work and then she won't work. I mean, like, sometimes she just won't rise up all the way, and other times she will, but
Did that ever stop me from anything, Joseph? Yeah, it's true.
oh my god. You know, she works just fine when I shut off the camera. I think it's the recording that makes her not want to work. She's come, again, either way, she's come quite a bit of ways from the start, though. But still a little bit of...
Get the hell out of here. Damn it.
Yeah, it still works. You know, what's also weird is that sometimes she'll just stay up and not do anything, but then later she'll go up the rest of the way. It's weird. I've never. It's just, yeah. She'll just sit there frozen up, and then she'll go up all the way. All of a sudden, it's very strange. I've never seen them really do that. I'm just not even touching her. I'm just letting her go and do it on her own without even touching her at this point.